guys, welcome to, I don't know why I waved.
No.
Tech, bleh, bleh, bleh. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura Jane Fenney and today I'm here with my assistant and sister, Ellie Rose. Today we're going to be showing you how to get into your splits. But not only is this video great for your splits, it's also great for your overall flexibility. And very soon we're going to be uploading our next video, which is how to get into your needle. So make sure you've done this one first to get ready for that one. Also, always remember to take pictures before and after so you can see your progress, and I love to see them too. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do that right now. I'll pop my Insta below for you to go check out if you haven't already. So for today, you're gonna need your yoga blocks and a resistance band. But if you don't have these, don't worry because we will be showing you variations you can do without those. Also, please make sure you are nice and warm before you start stretching. It's super important that you have warmed up so that we avoid any injuries. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so our first stretch, we're going to be working on stretching out our hip flexors, which is one of the most important and most overlooked things that we need to stretch, especially in our splits. Now, for beginner level, you're going to do this without your yoga block, but if you are a little bit more advanced, then we're going to use our yoga block today. So we're going to get down on the floor just like Ellie, and we're going to go into a kneeling position. Now, for those who are a little bit less advanced, all we're going to do is bend our back leg. Make sure we're keeping those hips super level. We're going to grab our foot with our hand. Now, as we pull our foot to our bottom, we're going to make sure that we don't lift our bum off the floor. Exactly. So make sure we're keeping that hip flexor as low as possible. It's really about making sure our hip flexor's low before we squeeze that leg in. Now, if you are a little bit more advanced, I'm just going to pop this block underneath Ellie's knee. Perfect. And we're going to add just a little bit more of a stretch so we can really pull that leg and just give it that little bit extra. So we're going to hold this stretch here for 45 seconds. Okay guys, so we're going to start the timer right now. Here we go for 45 seconds. Make sure we're pulling that leg in all the time. We want to make sure we have an active pull going on so we're not just sitting in our position, right? So make sure we're squeezing our bottom underneath ourselves at all time. We want to make sure that we have our chest lifted and we have our abs engaged. We're not going to sink into our shoulder either. That's gorgeous, Ellie, well done. Make sure we're not sickling that back foot either. We never ever want to have any sickles. Keep holding it there, guys. You're doing absolutely amazing. We're already over halfway. Now, if you don't already follow my Instagram, make sure you go check me out at Laura Jane Fenney, or you can check out our Mission Inspire page at mission.inspire_. Now, we're so close to the end, guys. We have 5 seconds left. Just give it that extra little pull. And release. Well done, guys. Fantastic job. Make sure you pause this video right now, go back and do it on the other leg. Well done. Okay, guys, we are on to exercise number 2. Now, exercise number 2 is for our hamstrings because we really have to make sure they're nice and stretched before we can get into our split. Now, this exercise we've split into 3 levels. We have beginner, middle and advanced. Now, if you are a beginner, you do not need your resistance band. So, firstly, we're just going to show you the beginner. You're going to lift your arms nice and high. We're going to flex our feet. Perfect. Thinking about lengthening that back, we're going to lean forwards. Good. We're going to place our hands on the floor and we're going to try and crawl our fingers just that little bit further. Really nice job, Ellie. Well done. We're always going to be thinking about keeping our legs and our feet super flexed and stretched. Nice job. Okay, we're going to move on to the middle section. You're going to take your resistance band and we're going to open it out as long as we can so we don't have too much resistance. You're going to take that band, perfect. We're going to wrap it around the bottom of our feet. Still thinking about lengthening in that back, we're going to lean forward and we're going to give ourselves a little pull. Very nice. Now for our advanced section, we're going to give ourselves even more resistance. So you're going to fold your resistance band in half, just like Ellie's doing right now. Perfect. Fantastic. Same thing, wrap it around those feet. Give it a pull, lengthen that back. The most important thing is we're making sure we're really lengthening out that spine. So we don't want a curly spine. Ellie, can you just show us a curly spine? Exactly. We want to make sure we're nice and long in that stretch. Fantastic. We're going to hold this stretch here for 45 seconds again. So here we go. So really make sure while we're doing this stretch, you're actively giving yourself a nice big pull with that resistance band. We're flexing even to the ends of our toes. I think Ellie could flex a little bit more. Fantastic. We're keeping our back nice and lengthened as we go. We're thinking really long through the top of our head. So we're always trying to lengthen and reach further. We want that energy sending forwards, right? We should be able to feel it in the tops of our hamstrings, the very bottom of our bottom.
Bottom.
Exactly. Really nice job, guys. We're so close to the end. We have only 10 seconds left. Really fight to pull just that little bit harder while we hold it. Here we go. 5 seconds. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And release. Well done, everybody. You guys did absolutely amazing. Fantastic job. Okay, so here we are at exercise number 3. We're going back to stretching out our hip flexor even more this time. So we have 2 levels. We have a beginner and an advanced level for this one. If you're a beginner, you're going to need your block, and we're going to show you exactly what you're going to do here. So starting in a kneel, we're going to put our knee on our block. We're going to extend our front leg out into a nice low lunge, and we're going to make sure our hands are on either side of our body, and we're sitting up nice and tall. Try not to sink in your back, sit up nice and tall. Fantastic. That's our beginner stretch. Now, if you're advanced, I'm just going to pop out this block. There we go. So we can really try and get that hip down onto the floor. Same thing, make sure our hands are right by us. If we want to, we can walk our fingers just a little bit behind us to get that even bigger stretch, but we're really aiming to get that hip into the floor. Okay, so here we go with our timer. Everybody in their stretch in 3, 2, and 1. Off we go. So in this stretch, really make sure our hips are both facing the same way. So we want our hips all facing the side. We don't want to let that back hip open. We want to make sure that we're really stretching our back leg, even pointing our toes, because we should always be pointing our toes. Make sure that our hands are nicely placed at either side of us, and we're still engaging up through the core. This front leg wants to be walked out as far as it possibly can be to feel that stretch without going into our full split. Very, very nice from Ellie. You guys are all doing absolutely amazing at home. We're very, very close to the end now. We're going to lift up even further. Push that hip into the floor for our last 5 seconds. Here we go. And release. Well done, everybody. Now, if you have done this on one leg, make sure you pause this video, go back and do it on the other leg too, because we have to make sure we're nice and even. Okay, so here we are at exercise number 4. This is the last exercise we're going to do before we go into our splits. So we're going to make sure our hamstrings are really nice and warm. So for this exercise, you will need a resistance band, but if you don't have one, don't worry, because you can do it without, and we'll show you how. So first thing you're going to do is lie back on your back. You're going to lift whichever leg you like up in the air. Now we're going to take our resistance band, we're going to place it around our calf, and all we're going to do is 8 pulses. We're going to do that 3 times. Now, again, make sure that we do this on both legs. A couple of things to look out for. Make sure our bottom leg is really parallel and we're really stretching. Make sure our top leg is right in front of our nose, so we're not cheating it out to the side, right? So everybody down into your position. If you don't have a resistance band, no problem at all. You can do it just by holding onto your leg. So I'm going to give Ellie her resistance band back. Here we go. So we have 8, 7, 6, very nice guys, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just release that leg a little bit. Very nice. Check that our bottom leg is still super square. Fantastic. Okay, here we go again. 8, 7, 6, well done guys, 5, 4, very nice, give it a pull, 2, and 1. Last time we release our leg. This time, guys, I want you to really fight for an even bigger stretch. So really pull to the edges of your limits. Here we go. Last time, pull it for 8. Nice. 7, 6, 5. Very good. 4, 3. You've got this. 2, and 1. Well done, guys. Leave that leg alone. Now we're going to go on to the other leg. So make sure you pause this video, go back and do it on your other leg. We're at the 5th and final exercise, and this exercise happens to be our splits. Now, before we go into our splits, I want to make sure we're doing this really carefully. So, the way I like to get into our splits, we're going to kneel up just like Ellie. We're going to take out our front leg, and our hands are going to be placed right on either side. At this point, we're going to make sure that our hips are super square. From there, we're going to stretch our back leg. We're going to extend all the way down into our split. Now, If you're flat on the floor, I want you to take 3 different variations. The first one, you're going to walk your hands slowly behind you just to give you a little extra hip flexor stretch. Same principle, you can also lift that back foot off and give it a little pull. If not, you can pop that back leg down. You're going to twist just to make sure those hips are super square. So we're going to have our opposite hand on our opposite leg. Whichever one you choose today, we're going to hold it here for 45 seconds. So we're going to start our timer in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So really make sure as we're holding our split, we're stretching our legs and our feet, and we still have our tummies engaged too. Now, if you're not quite on the floor yet, don't worry at all. We're gonna keep our hands by our sides and we're gonna push as far as we can. Every time we breathe in and out, you're gonna let yourself just lower a little bit. Really make sure that you're not sinking in those shoulders if you are not touching the ground yet, yeah? Make sure we're pushing away. Guys, you're doing absolutely amazing. We're so close to the end. Give yourself a little bit more of a stretch in those legs and those feet. Squeeze those tummies nice and tight. Make sure you have a big smile on your face because you have done absolutely amazing. And relax. Well done, everybody. Go back, watch this again, and do it on your other leg. I hope you guys found this super helpful and all of those exercises work really well for you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and I hope you found it helpful. Remember to take your before and after photos and send them to me so I can see how far you've come and so you can see how much you've improved and be so proud of yourself. Now, one last thing before we go. If you love Ellie's Mission Inspire onesie or any of her apparel, you can get these at our website, which I'll pop the link down below to, so make sure you go check those out. Thank you guys again for watching. We absolutely love working with you and training with you, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye!